I'm Anshika and I'm here to talk about music, how it helped me and how it can help people like me. Since I said people like me, let me start with a story of mine. I'm a demure person. Although I don't call myself shy, I don't talk much. At least to the people outside of my circle of close ones. This circle which I mentioned has a handful of people. But to these people, I am a totally different person. To describe myself in a few words, or perhaps a sentence, I will either be one of the coolest and calmest people you know, or one of the messiest and talkative people you know. If anyone had ever asked about my interests, they'd be listening to songs, writing songs, singing songs, dancing to songs, basically everything and anything related to music. I love music that much. I'm the type of person who can't express themselves properly. I don't call this a problem, but I had started searching for a solution because at one point, my mind and heart were over-flooded with feelings. This was also the time when a certain genre of music blew up the whole world. Me and my friends were also very much interested in it. When I mentioned my interests earlier in this talk, they are the enjoyments of today, not when I was searching for a solution. As I said, me and my friends were exploring that genre, and that was when I discovered Western music, which I always thought was confusing, maybe because I was too young and didn't understand the lyrics much. I dug deeper and deeper, and it was one of the best parts of my life. Every single day, I could explore new songs, new feelings, and a new kind of happiness. I was happy, but it wasn't enough to cure the so-called problem I had. There were so many tensions and pressures from school, from teachers, from homeworks, and everything. I couldn't share it with my mother because my sister would always interrupt, couldn't share it with my friends because they never had the time for me. For me, a friend is a person who understands you, calms you, and shares their hearts with you. If I had to do that, I had only two people, my best friends. By the time I got close to one of them, the distance between me and the other was gradually increasing. For example, if we take the friend I got close to as A and the other as B, while I got close to and opened up with A, the distance between me and B was increasing. And before I realized that, A was no longer living in the same place as I was, so communication was really hard. Not only this, but I had several other jobs as well. This was when music came to my rescue. To be more precise on how, it was a few days before Friendship Day earlier this year. And although my touch with both of my mates was gone, I at least wanted one of them to get closer. So I thought, why not create a video? I gathered all the pictures and started searching all over for a song through which I can express my feelings and give life to my bonding. I searched everywhere and finally found one that a girl like me wrote to her friend. The tune was good, the lyrics were meaningful, and that was all I wanted. Fast forward to after Friendship Day. My friend said she loved it and my routine was on, but I just couldn't get the idea of the song out of my head. I didn't care and continued. However, after a month, I attempted to write a song, just like that girl did. But this time, it wasn't about to a friend, but was about my feelings and how I feel. That was when I realized we needed a tune and rhythm along with lyrics to make a song from scratch. I took few already existing instrumental tracks and wrote the lyrics. Here are few from the first song I wrote. Now, I have a question for all of you. Why did the athlete stop listening to songs? The answer is because she kept on breaking records. Back to my story. I wrote the lyrics and I recorded the songs. Keeping aside the fact that the songs did not turn out good, I can't deny I had a feeling of joy, relief, and relaxation that I craved for. That was when I knew music isn't just a tune. It is something else. From that day, I defined music as something equal to a medicine or someone not less than a doctor. In simple words, a healer. I agree that music helps you. But I had one obstacle. Whilst I was living happily, I realized I stopped meeting my friends, I stopped talking much, and overall became very conserved. I realized I was all about doing homework, listening to songs, writing songs, and making myself happy. My mom started to tell me how I was being all alone in this room where there is no proper window and how my eyes would get strained from looking at the laptop 24 by 7. I didn't know what to do. I sat down, took a deep breath, and gave it a thought. After some time, I decided that I will not watch my laptop, instead, go and meet my friends outside. Initially, it was hard, but when I met them later that day in a birthday party at my apartment, I got to know how much they missed me, and from that day, I kept on meeting them. This way, neither did my happiness decrease, nor did mine and my friends' distance increase. My eyes would also get stopped from getting strained, at least for a part-time, because it would be replaced by me going and meeting everyone outside. That was how I overcame the hurdle I had. Like Maria von Trapp said, music acts like a magic key to which the most tightly closed heart opens. Always remember to never worry for the tensions and pressures you have. Instead, try and solve them. Writing little songs and poems helped in my case. Find out what helps you. And that is how I speak out my heart using lyrical notes. Thank you.